Hello everyone, welcome back to another reaction video. Thank you all to the new subscribers. Thank you all for showing your support by liking the videos, commenting, and sharing the videos as well. If you are new to the channel and you are enjoying the content, please make sure you are hitting the subscribe button. And if you are subscribed, please make sure you are still subscribed. I hope you all enjoyed your weekend. I know it's been a few days since I last uploaded a video, but I definitely took the time out this weekend to just enjoy our oldest son because it was his birthday. We celebrated. It was really good. It was a nice time. Also, I need to give a shout out to, I don't know if this is how she pronounces her YouTube handle, but it's Nalija. It's My Life. I'm going to put her name up here. Hopefully you don't mind that I'm kind of giving you a little public shout out, but I have to because you introduced me to a book called A Piece of Cake by Cupcake Brown. You mentioned it in the comments. I told you I was intrigued by it. I was going to go ahead and grab it from Amazon, and I actually did. I ordered it that same day, but I was waiting to get some free time so I can really enjoy the book without interruption. And you guys, that book, this book right here, I'm putting a picture right here. Y'all need to read this book. It is a page turner. It will keep you on the edge of your seat. It's entertaining. I'm not going to lie, it's a little triggering, but it's so raw. And I had moments where I was just in complete and total shock. I had moments where I laughed out loud. And I had moments where I found myself having tears falling down my eyes. This is such a beautiful written story, a real story of what a woman went through. I don't want to give it away, but I'm telling y'all, this book was amazing. You know, it's like when you look back and you look at the things that you may have gone through in your life and you see the challenges you faced, the hardships, the pain, all of the things that you had to endure. And when you're in those moments of going through it, it always feels like you are going through the hardest thing ever. But it's always somebody going through something worse than you. And this is what I kept being reminded by as I was reading this woman's story, to see the pain, all of the things that this woman endured that was beyond insane. And for her to be so young, going through life the way she went through it, and to see that it did not break her, to see that there was victory on the other side of what she had went through that could have broke anybody. It could have literally took a lot of people out, having to endure what this woman went through. But to see how God's hands was over her life this whole time, it was a true testament of how resilient we are as human beings and how powerful God is. How he can come in and he can restore and he can save us from the deepest, darkest trials that any person could ever go through. I'm telling you, this was a beautiful story. I would love to have the opportunity to actually meet her in person because her story was that inspiring. But again, you can order this book off of Amazon. If you're not a reader and you like to do audiobooks, they do have the audiobook available as well. But I just encourage y'all to get this book. So shout out to you again. I thoroughly enjoyed this book, like seriously. So now we're going to jump into a couple of videos that Olivia posted. There's some few updates I also want to touch on. And there's something else that I want to speak on as well. All of it is pertaining to Liv's life. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it.
I wanted to talk to you guys about what's been going on. Listen. People are always telling me, Liv, you're so strong. Liv, you're so brave. Liv, I admire your strength. And like, I appreciate that, and I do think that I'm very strong. I do. I know I'm strong. The stuff that I've been through, the stuff that I've overcome, I know that I'm very, very strong. But you guys, I also don't think I'm all that strong, just for the simple fact that I am a Cancer. I don't want to blame it on that, but like, I'm very emotional, and I express my emotions how I express my emotions. I'm quick with it. I do things before I think, you know what I mean? I say things before I think sometimes, and I don't know, I don't love that about myself, and I'm trying to change that. But as I'm trying to change that, problems still arise, and Liv gets caught up back in the bullshit, you know what I mean?
Although Olivia said that she didn't want to blame what all she said on the fact that she's a Cancer, it's like you was actually doing that, because you do that a lot. You'll say, I'm this way, I act like this, I do this because I'm a Cancer. And I feel like you doing that takes away from you, again, having accountability for the actions that you choose to have. Because, I mean, look, I have a birthday coming up in July, and I'm going to be celebrating all throughout July for my birthday. And according to astrology, I would be considered a Cancer as well. And I feel like when I look at how you are, it does not resemble anything about me or my character or my personality. Now, as far as being emotional, I think people to some degree have to deal with the fact that there are some things that they have to work on when it comes to their emotions. Whether you don't show much emotions at all, or you are very emotional. I think we all have to learn how to balance our emotions and get our emotions in check. And I know I've said this before a while ago, but when you look at the whole cliche, when people say follow your heart, I don't believe you should follow your heart, because your heart is full of emotions. That's where your emotions lie. It's in your heart. And if your emotions are all over the place and you have not learned how to check your emotions, to exude emotional intelligence, then following your heart is the worst thing you can do. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like what she's saying right here, she's taking away from the fact that this is a character flaw. You have not got to a point in your life, Olivia, where you have gotten to a place where you can recognize, look, these are areas within myself that I need to work on. And so instead of me blaming it on I'm a Cancer, or blaming it on, well, it was because of this person that made me act out of character, until you get to a point where you stop putting the blame on everything and everybody, you're not going to get to a place where you can check your emotions, where you can have emotional intelligence, where you can be balanced within yourself. But nobody is forcing you to act out of character. Nobody's making you act ugly. It's a choice. Even if somebody come on here and drag you for filth, it's a choice in how you choose to respond.
So, you know, my birthday weekend, I was very vulnerable with you guys, and I told you guys that I miss my kids, because I haven't been speaking on my kids or anything like that. People were like, oh, you just up and left your kids. You guys don't know what happened with that situation. You can assume all you want, but until I come up here and explain everything, you don't know what happened. So if you don't know, you shouldn't speak. But this is social media, and crazy people have access to the internet, unfortunately. So they come on social media and they run wild. But I made it a point not to speak about my kids, because at this point, with people who attack me and try to antagonize me and hurt me and bring me down, I'm damned if I do and I'm damned if I don't. Anything I do, I will be ridiculed, shamed, made fun of, anything I do. Because certain people, a big group of people, don't like me and they just want to see me down, okay? So I understand that now. It's obvious. We're not going to act like it doesn't happen, because it happens every day here on YouTube. Whether you see it that way or whether you want to acknowledge that is up to you, but it's the truth, okay? So I decided not to talk about my kids anymore. No. For what? There's no reason to. People don't care. They just want information so they can go back and talk about it, make fun of me, ridicule me, bring me blah, 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 you know? That's the only reason they want information. Nobody cares. Now, my supporters, I know my supporters care, you know, but there's nothing you guys can do about it other than encourage me, and I love you guys encouraging me. But instead of talking about it, I just decided to deal with it on my own and work through it.
Now, to a certain degree, I can kind of see where Olivia is coming from as far as at this point, it really doesn't matter what she say or do. People are going to feel what they feel. But at the same time, I feel like Olivia is to blame for why it is this way. I feel because she has came on here so many times and not been honest about her situations and tried to, you know, create lies and fabrications to hide behind what was really going on, she made it to where people felt like they had to take matters into their own hand to figure out what the truth was. And I'm not saying it's right, but at the same time, I mean, that's kind of how it transpired. And, you know, although she's not wanting to speak on her children anymore, it's like you can't have it both ways. You can't say, I don't want to share my children anymore because you feel like people are using that against you, which, you know, again, I believe some people are. But to say that I don't want to speak on my children anymore, but yet when you do choose to speak on your children, you do it in a way where it draws even more attention to those who wants to dig deeper. Because for you to come on here and say that when you had your children were also calling Nisha the maid, that was very problematic, Olivia. So you could have chose not to insert your children, but you didn't. So it's like you don't want to insert your children when it matters the most, when things are really getting real, and it should be where you're letting the people know, look, this is what's really going on. That's the time when you don't want to talk about your kids. But when you are on here clowning and just, you know, doing what you do, running your mouth and just trying to drag the next female, that's when you want to insert your kids to try to make the next woman look bad or feel bad. And so we've seen how you have chosen to insert your kids. Even when you tried to compare your children with other women's children, making it seem like your kids are better than other people's kids, inserting your children when you felt like if I throw my kids under the bus when it came to Jerrod, then some kind of way that was okay because it was all about you getting what you wanted in the moment. So this is what I'm saying, like, you can't pick and choose when it's convenient for you to want to throw your children out here for us to get some kind of information. It's like you do it when it's convenient for you. But like I said, when it matters the most, when stuff is really going on behind the scenes and you don't want to indulge, you don't want to explain, you don't want to give any details, it's like, what do you expect people to do? They're going to try to find it out for themselves. And so, again, I'm not excusing it, but I'm saying you have to take ownership of the way that you have been going about things for a few years now on this internet, especially since you and Jerrod has split up. That's been the topic of conversation. Your kids. What is going on with your kids? How are your kids coping with this?
My birthday was hard as far as me missing my babies, okay? And I spoke on it, which was a mistake. My sister was like, why did you speak on it, Olivia? There's no reason to. Like, don't bring yourself down. And she's right. Like, there's no reason to talk about my children on social media at all. But here's the other flip side to it. I'll go and I won't say anything, right? I'll go mind my business, won't talk about my kids, won't talk about my ex, won't talk about anything. But on the other side, we have people on my ex's side of things who want to come onto social media and antagonize me, who want to come on social media and tell me and my kids' business, whether it is his wife or her family or whoever it is. You have to understand that these people, her and her family, knew that I did social media. They knew of me and Jerrod and our family before he got with her. So, and I know that her mom watches my channel. Like, her people watch my channel, okay? So he pretty much got with the ops, okay? Got with some crazy fan people who watched us and envied us and idolized us. Who knows? But my whole point is, I will be doing my own thing, minding my business, living my best life. And people come on here to antagonize me. They give my information to other people then come up on here and talk about it, whether it's the lies or the truth, whatever. It's antagonizing me, and it's doing it through my kids. So it triggers me, it upsets me, if you guys could understand that. I'm sure reasonable people who are watching this with children can completely understand that, you know? But anyway, I had a weak moment, to say the least. Okay, I had to remind people who I was and what it is. But I'm not happy that I did that, because I accomplished nothing. You know, we already know that certain people are dirtbags, or disgusting, or whatever the case may be. That no longer has anything to do with me. The only thing that ever concerns me are my kids. That's all I care about over there. That is it, and that is all. But people like to antagonize me through the relationship with my ex, and through this and through that, and whatever. I'll take responsibility for that, because I've come on here and I've said too much about all of this. And in a sense, I wish that I never did, but it was my way of coping, you know? And if it helped me, instead of coming on here, like if it helped me to come on here and to vent and to act crazy and to get an attitude and talk shit, if that helped me to do that instead of do something more destructive because of the hurt and the pain and the suffering I was going through, I'm happy that I chose this route. Okay? Was it the best? No. Wish I could take some of it back? Yes, but so much has happened to me in the last 5 years. So much has happened to my kids and I in the last 5 years. And this is the way I was able to cope, you know? And was it the best? No. But people have done much worse. So it is what it is. We're not too much on Olivia. Like I said before, if you don't like me, log out respectfully. Don't come back here, you know? But if you support me and you love me, I love you too. And I appreciate you guys being here and being here through all the drama and the mistakes and the shit talking and the rants and the I appreciate you guys for being here and helping me through this, the people who support me. I really, really do. But this is not that. This is a new chapter of my life. And I'm not carrying that with me in this chapter. I'm not. People want me to. People want to continuously bring me back into that toxicity, but I will no longer be in that place. I won't.
I agree with you. I think a lot has happened to you in these past 5 years. But I feel you also happened to a lot of people. And the way you keep saying, you know, I'm being antagonized, they're antagonizing me. Nisha's family is antagonizing me. Jerrod's family are antagonizing me. Olivia, did you forget how many times you have antagonized Nisha, Jerrod, and both of their families? Like, I'm trying to understand. And again, I'm not saying it's right. Either way, it's not right for you to be antagonizing them, and it's not right for them to be coming on here antagonizing you, whether they're coming on here as themselves and they're addressing you themselves, or they're using other people to feed information to so they can do their dirty work for them. None of it is right. But it's like you can't come on here acting as if all of this is happening to you and you haven't done anything. Like, you have talked mad stuff for years about Jerrod and his family, about Nisha and her family. What do you expect? Did you expect them to just keep giving you passes and not say anything? They're not supposed to do anything. They're just supposed to just continue living their lives and never address you. Like, Olivia, that is not how the real world works. And now that it's happening to you and you can't control it, you're in your feelings and you're giving this message as if you're a victim and you don't understand why this is happening to you. But Olivia, you had no problem going full gutter, pedal to the metal. Remember when it came to how you recklessly talked down, just unfiltered, just foul mouth, like you went all the way in when it came to Jerrod, Nisha, and both of their families. And so now that you're getting some pushback, now that they're putting your stuff on the internet, after you for years have dragged them for filth on this internet, you're in your feelings. It's not fair. But it's like, Olivia, I can't for the life of me understand how you can come on here and act like you just don't understand why this is happening when you clearly have done the most. You have gone through the pits of Hades to drag these people. But now you're getting pushback because you want the part of your life when it revolves around your 3 older children, you want it to remain hidden. You don't want nothing to be leaked to the internet. And because you have no control over it, you have no control over Jerrod, and you definitely have no control over what goes on in that household over there, you can't stand the fact that because your children are over there, it's all for grabs now. Anybody can speak on them. And again, I'm not saying it's right. But it's like you can't sit here and expect people to sympathize and empathize with you and feel sorry for you when you clearly did the most when it came to them. It just doesn't make sense, Olivia.
I won't. This is a new chapter for me. For me and for my babies. All 5 of my babies. Whether you see them, whether you know when I call them, whether it's none of your business. It's not the internet's business what I do with my children. And I had to realize that. Like, girl, that's why I don't show AJ. That's why I don't show Kailani like I used to. Here and there, you'll see them. But other than that, And it will never go back to you guys seeing my kids all the time. Because there's psychos that watch and they want to be involved in your life. They want to create chaos in your life. And that's what they were doing to me in Texas. All of the CPS calls, the this, the that. That was the internet. It wasn't anything I was doing. It was just the fact that I was on the internet and I was showing my life.
Now, you have every right to choose whether or not you want to show your kids on this internet. That is your choice. But to make it seem like when you was showing your kids, you was doing nothing wrong, like, don't say that, because then when you say that, you're being dishonest, because we all have eyes. And like I say all the time, when you cut that live button on, you can't edit it out. We see everything in real time, and there were a lot of issues that was seen that needed to be spoken about. Okay? Everything that I have ever addressed in what I saw when it came to your children, that was not me just trying to find something to say. No, I was speaking on things that were incorrect. I was speaking on very problematic situations, and I was speaking on things that you as a mother should know was incorrect in how you handle situations with your kids, how you talk to your kids, and how you dealt with them in situations that were very obvious that you was just wrong. There was a lot of issues. So don't make it seem like people was just nitpicking at you. No, that wasn't the case for a lot of people.
One more thing. There was something going around. Like I said, y'all don't know nothing. People don't know anything. So let me just correct something else while we're here. Pertaining to my children, right? There's like a rumor going around that my sister has custody of Kailani and AJ. No. Sorry. I can show my kids they're my children. I have full custody of Kailani and AJ. Yes, I do. And I can, yeah, I mean, they're my babies. My sister would never take custody of my kids. Yeah. Well, hello everybody. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I am in an exceptional mood this morning. But hi everyone. Hi, I hope everyone is having a good morning. I just dropped off AJ, little Angelo, and he was late. He was late, y'all. He was late. It was one of the mornings, I don't know, we just woke up late, and I was sleeping so good. I know he was sleeping so good. And then we got out the house, and I was rushing, you know, because I was running late. I got pulled over. Girl, I got pulled over. And the police was fine. He was a nice person. He was like, you know, it's because of this. Let me give you a story. Let me tell y'all what happened. Okay, so there's this light, right? And this light be taking forever. Girl, tell me why I'm waiting right here to go, and then, you know, the crossing traffic, but like the light to go keeps turning green and then red real fast, and then the crossing traffic, they get like a good 5 minutes. Oh, I'm sorry, babe. Go ahead. They get like a good 5 minutes, but we only get like 2 seconds to cross.
So I'm trying to figure out, when you allegedly got pulled over by the police, was you wearing a seatbelt, or did you hurry up and put your seatbelt on when you got pulled over? Because it's crazy how you are saying you literally just got pulled over by the police, and yet you're still driving with no seatbelt. Girl.
And it's like the light turns, it turned again. I was just waiting at that light for like a good 9 minutes, y'all. Like, I'm not joking. Okay, so I got irritated, so I pulled out of the line, and I went to the side, you know, the turning lane, because I was irritated. When the light turns again, I'm going to just cross up in the line and just go straight. Anyway, I tried to do that, and somebody was beeping at me. It's like, you don't even have, that person didn't even have to do all that. Just go and just let me go behind you. It's not that serious, but they wanted to make a scene because the police were right there. Baby, I didn't care if the police were right there. I'm going to cut you off, and I'm going to keep going. And not like I was trying to cut them off. It's just, go. Like, just go so I can just cut up behind you real quick. But they were trying to make a scene, you know, to get me pulled over. Anyway, the guy pulled me over, and I didn't, you know, I wasn't worried. I was like, okay, well, hurry up, because I'm still trying to get him to school on time. Anyway, the police came up to the car, gave me my license. He looked at my license. He's like, I pulled you over because you crossed the line. You're not supposed to cross the solid line. And I was like, okay, sir, I'm so sorry. I'm just trying to get him to school. Like, I know, I said, I don't think that was illegal. I think, if anything, it was rude. I didn't think it was illegal. But, okay, I understand what you're saying. It won't happen again.
So I noticed she edited the video between her saying the police came up to her car and her giving him her license. You can tell there was a piece cut off there. I don't know why, but so I think people were saying that when she was in Texas, she still had a Florida license. So if they looked at her license, it seems like everything was legit. She didn't say they asked for her registration. I don't know how that works in the state of Florida or in Texas, but I would assume that if you're driving and you get pulled over, they would ask for your license and your registration. She didn't mention registration, so I thought that was interesting.
He's like, okay, I'm not going to give you a ticket. And whatever. He was really nice. But I think that was divine intervention, and I think that was just God telling me to slow down this morning, because I was in a rush, you know. And I think that should be let that be a sign to all of us. Just slow down, okay? Sometimes we move so fast through life that we don't even stop to smell the roses, okay? You know that saying, right? Or B, we just are going so fast that we just don't take necessary precautions. Anything can happen anytime, you guys. Life is unpredictable, and we need to just slow down and either enjoy life, slow down and just take your time. You know, just slow down. It's gonna be okay, you know?
I don't think this was divine. I mean, I don't solely look at this as divine intervention. I mean, to some degree, maybe because you had AJ in the car with you. I look at this as, this is pretty much what you kind of put out there for you to get. Meaning, you always go about situations where you feel you can do whatever you want and there will be no consequences. And for you to admit to the fact that the way you was going about that situation on the road was rude, and you was trying to do the most. You was trying to, not follow the rules of the road. You was trying to do your own thing, and as a consequence, you ended up getting pulled over. So again, I feel like this is pretty much what happens with you. You never really look at situations as they are. You try to make it something that is not. And I feel like when you go through life, as you want to speak on going through life, when you go through life not respecting authority, not wanting to play by the rules, not wanting to, treat people with respect and do things that are considered in order, these are the things that happens. And because you feel that these type of things are not supposed to happen to you, and yet you feel you can do whatever you want without having to deal with consequences, this is kind of what has to happen with you. So I don't find it to be a coincidence that somebody was honking their horn at you because they were annoyed by what you were doing. You was being very disrespectful to everybody else, because I'm sure everybody else had places they was trying to get to as well. But you being you feel you're entitled, and you feel you shouldn't have to follow rules, and so therefore you had to deal with the police. So yeah, that's how I look at it.
So anyway, now I'm going to the gym. Period. Okay. Big Zai. Okay. Big Mama. Period. They call me Big Mama. No, I feel really good today though, because I got a lot of sleep. So that's good. And we're gonna get into the gym. We're gonna get it popping, cracking. Okay. All of the things. And yeah. I'm done with this machine. Next machine, honey. Okay, y'all.
So Olivia wanted to make it a point to show that she was watching a black woman on her phone. And it's like, Olivia, why are you really trying so hard to push the fact that you watch black women? It's like, if you are not what people say you are, then why are you trying so hard to push it in our faces to say different? If you're not a colorist, if you're not racist, if you don't have an issue with black women, then okay, let that be that. But the fact that you keep pushing black women in our faces, you keep showing us like different black women you follow on social media. You want to show like beautiful black women in your phone to the camera. And now it's like you want to make it known that you listen and you watch black women. And it's like, Olivia, again, if that's not what it is, why are you trying so hard to prove otherwise?
Okay, so I'm out of the gym. I'm about to go home, shower, get some work done. Just get some stuff done that I need to get done. I am about to call my kids' school. I know that's front page news. That is the hottest tea on the block. I'm about to call my baby's school yet again because I want to talk to my kids. So yeah, I just thought I would tell you guys because you guys, you're so interested. I mean, people are just, everything I do is front page news, and talking to my kids is front page news. So yeah, guys, I'm about to call them. No, you can't hear the conversation. No, you can't know what we're talking about. But I am about to call my babies because they're my babies. So yeah, just want to let you guys know, just in case you guys want the hot tea. There it is.
So Olivia is making the announcement to the YouTube streets that she is contacting her children again at school. Again, as I stated before, I did not understand why that was even brought to the internet to begin with. But I feel some of the conversations that are being had in regards to what allegedly transpired with Olivia calling the school the first time, I'm questioning if that actually happened. Because true that, I don't know for sure if Olivia did contact the school a second time. I don't know if the information that's circulating that happened as a result of her calling the first time even happened. It's a lot of unknowns. It's a lot of speculations. But I'm just looking at it from the surface. If Olivia is contacting her children again, it would seem as if there wasn't an issue and the school didn't have an issue with her contacting her kids at the school. So, again, there's a lot of information floating around on YouTube, and I can't say 100% is credible. Just like when it comes to the information that Olivia shares on this YouTube platform, I can't say 100% if the information she's providing is credible either.
See something. I think I'm gonna wear this dress on Saturday when I go out. But look how cute it is, you guys. Like, what? Super, super cute. I think I'm gonna wear this on Saturday. I put it on. Oh my god, look at it. Look at the curve, babe. No, but I think I'm gonna wear this dress on Saturday. But I wanted to end the vlog because I'm doing some other stuff right now. Ooh, I look good. Girl, I look good. You guys, I'm down to 215. 215. Oh my god. Okay, so what had happened was in Texas, like before I fell off major and started like messing with, we know the story, okay? But I fell off there for a moment, and even though I fell off my diet, I didn't gain that much weight. I gained probably like 10 pounds back. Yeah, girl. And I was holding myself, I'm like, dang, my waist is tiny. Like, I don't know. I guess I can see it sometimes. My sister's like, can you tell that you're getting real small? And I'm like, not really. Like, I'm telling you, if I didn't weigh myself today, I would not know that I have lost 3 more pounds, because I don't know, just sometimes I be feeling like big mama, okay? But anyway.
So it definitely seems like since Olivia has been in Florida, she's been going out every weekend. And I know some of those times she was with her sister, but I mean, I guess if her sister's cool with it, I guess hey, but I do find that interesting that she has been going out every weekend. Now, as far as her losing the weight, I mean, she definitely has lost a lot of weight. She said that, it was more so because she was eating healthy. But Olivia, we know that's not how you was able to get down that low. You've been using the shots. Now, I don't know if she's still taking the shots or not, but that was what helped you. And I'm not knocking you for it, because everybody needs whatever tools, that will help them to lose the weight. But it's like you keep making it seem like you lost the weight naturally, and that's not the case. You relied on the shots to help you get to where you are. But yeah, she is working out. That's great. I just feel like with her losing the weight the way that she is, and her mindset being what it still is, that's a bad combination.
I'm really proud of myself that I got down to 215 and I have 15 more pounds. And like I told you guys, once I hit that 200 mark, I'm gonna see if I want to drop an additional 10 pounds, and that way I can range from 190 to 190, 195. Like I can maintain my weight right there. But we'll see. We'll see. 15 pounds is a lot, and 15 pounds I might be good at 15 more pounds. Okay, because I just have to, I just want to lose the rest of this little chub right there, and we're good. And we're losing a lot. Like, I can finally see my fupa going down. Like, I can finally see the body coming together. So I look at the mirror. But anyway, everybody goes through hard times. Everybody has a struggle, okay? Nobody's perfect. We are all down here beneath God, okay? So ain't none of us perfect. And, I was going to tell you guys some more stuff, but I'm just like, no, Oh, I do want to say, no, I'll say that. I'll say that. I'll save it for tomorrow. But I did want to say some more stuff because people are being messy. More people are being messy. But you know what? I'm not going to do what Olivia would usually do. I'm not going to speak on it. I'm just going to let it go. I'm going to let God. There's a reason why people can't stop speaking on me and being messy and being ugly for no reason. Like, there's just no reason for it. And honestly, I really pray for everybody, and I wish the best for you. Whoever's watching this, you know who you are. I wish the best for you, you know? If you're mad at me, if you don't like me, if you have ill will towards me, I'm sorry. But you should really check within yourself to see if that's a self problem other than project that onto me. Or if you know me in real life, just pick up the phone and handle it with me. You know, I feel like I'm a really understanding, loving person, but people would rather hate, rather get on the hating team than just be over here with me. But it's like, I don't know, I feel like people can't really handle it over here with me, you know? Because I'm not gonna accept anything but the best from everybody. I give the best to everybody, and I'm not gonna allow anybody to treat me anything but the best. Whether you're a friend, a baby daddy, family, whoever. You're gonna treat me with the utmost respect because that's how I treat other people. Okay?
Olivia, no you don't. I mean, it was cute. That sounded cute. But you don't treat everybody with respect. You don't. And so that's why you get what you get. Because it's what you give. And, you know, it's interesting too because she deleted her live that we reacted to in the last video. She either deleted it or she privated it, but it's no longer on her channel. But that was the video where, you know, she was basically, you know, again, coming after Nisha and Jerrod, and we covered that live, and I still have the full live in its full context, but it's just the fact that you come on here, you show your behind, you say all of these things, and then you turn around and you remove it. So if you're removing it, you know you was in the wrong for saying whatever it was you were saying, and you said a lot. You said a whole lot in that video.
Okay guys, so hey, what's up? I look a mess. But hey y'all, I am at the gym. I'm actually at a new gym today. This one's a little further out, probably like 10 minutes like further out. But I wanted to try this one. From the looks of it, I don't love it from the outside, but I haven't been on the inside yet. But let's get inside because I have to pee. But I hope you guys are having a great day. I'm gonna have a good day. I have more to tell you. I'll talk to you guys on the inside, okay? Bye.
I mean, at this point, Olivia, you really need to just give me a shout out. Like, just shout my channel out. Just let your people know that of all the reactors, you know, you actually vibe with me. You love what I have to say over here. You love how I speak. You love how I do my videos. Because, you know, I see how you're trying to insert your little verbiage over there in your videos. And I've been saying here lately, what's done in the dark will be made known in the light. I mean, and you started your video out that way. So it's like, let's just stop faking the funk. Let's stop pretending you don't watch. Stop pretending you don't like me over here because you're very much loving this channel. And I'm glad you love the channel. I hope you're learning. I hope you are being encouraged. I hope you are, you know, recognizing some things. I know you're recognizing a lot of things about yourself that I've been saying over here, because I definitely have seen how you've been changing things up. But it's like, again, at this point, just give your girl a shout out, because clearly we know who you're watching and who you feel inspired by.
All right, so I had a good weekend. It was my sister's birthday. We had fun. We turned up, and I didn't really, I mean, I wasn't gonna go to the club, I mean, like out with them. But Raquel really wanted me to go, and I was just like, well, I mean, I don't mind staying home, but whatever. I'm happy that I went because I'm happy that I spent time with my sister. But this weekend it was hard. It was a harder weekend because, you know, it's Brian's birthday and then my sister's birthday. So it was just, once again, it was just a hard day. But I got through it, you know what I mean? I got through it. I did my prayers, and I wished my baby a good birthday, and yeah. But other than that, you guys, I realized that I've been having this feeling for a while now, and then this weekend just confirms it. I am gonna stop drinking. Now, you guys are probably like, well, Liv, you said this before, blah, 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 blah. I'm sure you guys have a lot to say, the naysayers. It's fine, you guys can say whatever you want to say. But, wow, I used to... Anyway, okay, sorry, y'all. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna stop drinking. And I'm not saying it's gonna be super easy. It's like the coolest thing to do, and I'm just the best person in the world for not drinking anymore. Now, I'm not drinking out because I don't want to drink. You know, I don't want to drink anymore. I've been having these feelings for a while now that I want to stop drinking, or I just don't think it's good. Like, I just don't. There's a lot of reasons, and I don't even drink like that. I drink occasionally, you know, when I go out or, you know, whatever. But I'm just gonna nip all that in the butt, and I'm just gonna be like sober. I'm gonna be sober, sister. Just saying. No, I'm gonna be just not drink. You know, even when I go out with homegirls, my sister, whatever the case may be, I'm just gonna be the one out the group who doesn't drink. No, there is another one of my sister's friends. She's so cute. Oh my god, she's gorgeous, and she doesn't drink.
So the audio quality that y'all are hearing, it's not on my end, it's on her end. So I just wanted y'all to know it's within the video that she made that's making that noise sound in the background. But I'm wondering if she's not wanting to drink because Raquel's friend doesn't drink. Because y'all know how she likes to mirror other people. And I thought it was weird because it's like, if you are, you know, wanting to do something that you see somebody else doing, that's one thing. But for you to have to acknowledge that she's so cute, she's very pretty, that's something else. And it almost seems like with Olivia, she doesn't take you seriously unless you look a certain way. If you're a pretty girl, she will take what you have to say to heart. But if not, she just kind of throws what you say by the wayside, even if what you're saying makes a lot of sense. So I'm just very curious if she's just finding somebody else that she admires and that's why she wants to stop drinking, or does she want to really stop drinking because of the reasons she provided? Because we definitely know, we've heard her say multiple times how she didn't want to drink. She doesn't drink, and we saw her coming on here drinking all the time. But she's saying she doesn't want to drink anymore. The other thing she made mention of was she said that it was very hard for her to celebrate her sister's birthday because Raquel's birthday and Ryan's birthday are close together. I don't know how close, but obviously Ryan's birthday was celebrated this weekend, and she just celebrated Raquel's birthday as well. So I don't know if it's on the same day. I don't know if their birthdays are a day apart, 2 days apart, but I'm assuming they're very close where it's no more than 2 days apart.
Back to normal, you feel me? And I just want to be the healthiest, most capable, strongest, best version of myself. And if I feel like drinking is holding me back, or drinking is it's not benefiting me. So if something's not benefiting us, what is it doing? It's working against us. So with that being said, I no longer drink. Clock it, mock it, whatever you want to do, but it's my choice and I'm sticking to it. I'm just on such a journey, you know, I'm on such a journey. And it's beautiful, you know, it's beautiful. It's enlightening, you know what I mean? I don't know, I feel like I'm changing every day. Different things are happening. And yeah, but anyway, I really don't know what's going on with other people and their life choices and their life decisions and where they're going in life. I really don't care, and I really don't. It has nothing to do with me, okay? When I say that Olivia has bumped her head about 1,000 times, I'm shocked I don't have a big gash up on my head at this point because my head's been bumped so many times. I don't know where people get off calling my phone, not letting me speak to my kids, right? I can't speak to my babies. But you, my ex-husband, is calling my phone from restricted numbers And he knows I'm going to say something. He doesn't care. Like I said, I don't know what's going on over there in that house of horrors, or horrors, house of horrors. I'm sorry. That was like no pun intended. That was like I'm not trying to, house of horrors. Okay. I don't know what's going on over there, but do not involve me. Okay. When I say Olivia Johnson is done with the bullshit, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Let my babies come be with me. Stop playing this weird ass game. You know I'm gonna say something. I've been posting shit. He doesn't even care. He's like, I don't care. He wants to talk to me. What is there to talk about? There's nothing to talk about. Your spot has been blown up. You don't care. I really don't know what's going on, you guys. I could sit here and I could talk about this for hours, and I could drag people, and I could ha ha ha. Like I'm just so done. I don't want to go back and forth anymore. I don't care. I just want my babies. So if whatever's going on over there is not working, just give my kids and handle your shit. Why are you calling me? I don't care what you miss. I don't care what you want. I don't care. This situation has gone so overboard, you guys, and it's so crazy. Mind you, he still won't call me from his actual number. He's calling me from a restricted number. And you know I'm recording you. But see, I'm not trying to do all that. I'm not trying to do all that because that's like enemy type shit. I'm really not trying to even be on that type of time with you. Just live your life and let me live my life because I want to live my life. I don't want no more parts of this weird shit that you and your whatever got going on. Just leave me alone and let me have my kids. Let me talk to my kids. Let me be in my kids' life, and you do whatever you want to do. Stop calling my phone. You already knew I was gonna come on here and say this. Sorry, you're blowing up your spot again. I'm not trying to, but leave me alone. It's not. I don't know if you think that you can just keep playing with me. I'm not one to play with. Leave me alone. Okay? Respectfully. If you don't, I will blast everything. I'll put all the voice memos out. I'll put everything out. I'm not trying to do all that because like, F the internet, F everybody else. You and I have to co-parent for the rest of our lives, right? So just handle it maturely, please, for the sake of our children. Please leave me alone. Like, for real, I'm done. You played with me enough. Just stop and let me talk to my kids. Please let my kids call me, and please stop playing these weird ass games with me because I'm not the one. I'm sorry if I made you feel like I was the one before, but baby, I'm not the one anymore. You got the one. Leave me alone. Okay? Thank you. Respectfully. Sorry guys, I had to put this up on here because no.
So this was the video that Olivia put out today. And today's Monday, June 30th. I know people going to have their beliefs. Everybody has their opinions. Everybody feels the way they feel about this whole saga between Olivia, Jerrod, and Nisha. I have, from the beginning, saw that the children were being used as leverage. I saw that. And I feel it's hard to speak on this with everybody because, again, I know everybody cannot stand Olivia. And I do understand to some degree why that is. But when I say that these children are being pushed around the chessboard by all parties involved, I say that strongly. And this is why I feel extremely bad for these kids. And this is why I encourage people to pray for these kids. Because I see what's going on. I see it. I see it very clearly. These children are being used across the board. And I do believe when it comes to Jerrod, he definitely has used these kids as pawns when it came and when it still comes to how he deals with Olivia. And I feel Olivia does the same. What's very disturbing to me is that this girl went the amount of time she went having to beg and plead Jerrod to see her children, and everything started to somewhat look like she was getting her kids on a regular basis. Y'all ended up messing around with each other, and like I said initially, when all of this broke out, I said, Olivia, you basically allowed yourself to be put right back at square one with this whole situation. You're at square one. She's never came on here before. Nobody else has ever came on here before to say that Olivia's been contacting the school to talk to her kids. This is the 6th year that we've been seeing this whole back and forth between her, Jerrod, Nisha. 6 years. She has not had full custody of her children. If this is something that Olivia was prone to doing, why are we just now hearing about it? Like, we really got to take a step back and we got to ask these questions. Why now is it coming out that Olivia is contacting the school to reach her children? What has transpired? She's moved from Texas in the same time frame. Now she's in Florida. Everything came out between her and Jerrod, same time frame. And now all of a sudden, she can't talk to her kids. And she didn't even lead with that. It was big news, front page. Olivia contacted the school and this is what happened. And now we're finding out that Olivia has been trying to contact her children and she's pleading with Jerrod to let her speak to her kids. Like, I'm just saying, everything that we hear coming out of Olivia's mouth is not all lies. Yes, the girl lies a lot. We can all acknowledge that. We can agree to it. And yeah, some people can say, well, since she lies so much, I will never believe anything that comes out of her mouth. And that's your choice. But we have to be able to really look at this situation. For her to say, Jerrod doesn't care. He knows I'm going to come to the internet and share all of this stuff. He knows I'm telling y'all this and he doesn't care. Why do y'all think Jerrod doesn't care? Jerrod doesn't care because Jerrod knows the majority of the people in this sector is not going to believe Olivia. They're going to believe him. Like, come on, y'all. I have my little issues with Olivia too, and I definitely will call her out on her stuff. But everything this girl is saying about this situation are not lies. Jerrod and Olivia, they are toxic as heck. Both of them are extremely toxic. But I tend to believe that Jerrod uses those kids to try to get some type of control over Olivia, just like I saw Olivia do the same with Jerrod. I saw it. But this situation right here, this is some messy stuff here. And we can't be quick to overlook it because of the players involved. Something is not right here. It's really a lot that's not right here.
Birthday girl. What's up, Jamar?
Big black boy.
Look at Rob's birthday.
See?
Come on, Christian.
Oh, okay. You got a car?
All right, Will. Let's go, Will.
Why not? Huh? I record like an old person. That's too far from him.
Exactly.
I'm gonna get his ass.
Jerrod, you can't get him. He's gonna have to get him.
Just keep it.
Go, Jamari. Okay, let's see. Come on, Jamari. Go. Just go, Jamari. Come on, he doing it. Just move. Oh, yes. Yes. Come on.
Come this way.
Come on. Move your feet. You got it, Jamari. You got it.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on.
It's so easy.
So my last and final thoughts would be, at this point, I do feel Olivia needs to, like I said in the last video, she needs to just share what she got. Coming on here, constantly threatening to show this, show that, it's making people not want to believe that you have anything. It's making them doubt even more, Olivia, that what you are saying is really going on between you and Jerrod is not really going on. And I know your thought process is, I don't care, I don't care, I don't care. And again, you don't have to care. It is your business. You can do what you want to do with it. But if you're coming on here and you're telling people this is what it is, and you're wanting people to rally on the side of you, how do you expect people to do so when they don't have a lot to go off of? And a lot of people don't believe you because your character is not, it's not where it needs to be. Like, you've done a lot on here, and it's made your character very questionable. I feel that you need to just be about what you say. If you don't want to be played with anymore, you don't want to be messed with, you're tired of being taken advantage of, you want people to know what's really going on, and yet you keep saying, we don't get it, we don't understand, you got so much going on, nobody would get it. How do you expect people to really get it and understand if you pick and choose what you say on here? There's so many missing pieces to this story, and it's because you're not showing your hand. Jerrod, and I don't expect Jerrod and Nisha to come on here and really plug in the missing pieces. So it's like something's got to give at this point, because this is getting very drawn out, and the story itself is getting kind of old because we're not getting anywhere here. There's no resolve. And I just feel that if you want people to stay tuned in to your story, you're going to have to give more than what you've given. And that's just me speaking from a general standpoint. But again, it is your business. You can do what you want to do with it. I just feel that because there's so many missing pieces to this, and there's so many reasons as to why people choose not to believe you, it's kind of like, where do you go from there, Olivia? And you can keep coming on here, you can keep saying I don't care, but at the end of the day, I do believe you do care. I think you share what you share because you want people to care, and you want people to understand you, and you want people to side with you on some things, but it's like you make it hard for people to do so. So if you really want to get your voice heard, if you really want to get your side of the story understood, you're going to have to provide a little more than what you're doing. But as always, you guys, I'm going to see y'all in the next video. It's OneLove, and I'm out.